Hey, Bass and Bob members, I'm here with James Dill, owner of Crockle Gator Bait Company. Man, it's been a big year for Crockle Gator. I mean, not only
already.
Well, 2016, not only was it a record year for Crockle Gator, but it's really been proven to be, Crockle Gator baits are proven to be like the best lake fish bait on Lake of the Ozarks, and it's also catching fish all over the place.
And everywhere. And we got a lot of good team members, that fish the entire country.
Yeah.
A couple guys fishing the tour, and then, guys like Weesey who go all over and fish championships and just put these baits to use everywhere and then give us the feedback. And that's kind of what we're going to talk about today, a little bit of a couple new products. And how we came up with them.
Go ahead and tell us about some of the new products. So Crockle Gator has new products. So
new products.
Not only are they known now nationwide, but now the R&D is like really kicked in.
Exactly, and we say it all the time. We go off of input from anglers. Every Bass and Bob members, just the weekend anglers to top touring pros. Everyone's input and ideas come into play when we try to come up with something new. So, it don't matter who you are. We really appreciate the input you send us, email, text me, whatever. So, that being said, there's a lot of baits like this out here, and we decided to go with this one, and we're calling it the muskrat.
The muskrat, I love
the muskrat, and that's actually Vern come up with that, and. Anyway,
so tell us a little bit about
this
the muskrat.
one. It's real streamlined and it's real versatile bait. Texas rig. A lot of people Texas rig a bait like this. You can rig it on a shaky head, and of course you can rig it on the back of a jig. Which is great. And you see it's got the perforation here. You can leave that full. Obviously tear it apart. It's got thicker on the outsides, thinner on the inside. That'll really make it kick really well. It's got these other movements. Baits, particles on the side here that really work great. It's just going to be a real great addition to our lineup. We've got it in 4 colors. This one's green pumpkin, very popular. We've got a moss candy, we've got a black and blue, and we got a green pumpkin blue swirl. So we kind of got all around color variation for no matter where you're fishing, whether it be dirty water, real clear water, in the Midwest, up north, down south, whatever it is. So these are our 4 colors.
Wow.
These are all available now online, and they'll all be available in a great tackle store near you right away.
What I really like about this, Jim, is looks like, and I'm sure there's a lot of thought going into this, but it looks like the combination of 2 of my most favorite baits, which is a beaver and like a pocket chunk type of trailer.
Exactly, and that's kind of what it's, just a lot of good ideas. Man, that bait's great, but if it had this and had that, well, that's kind of what we, went with this bait for, was it's got several different things. You're Texas rigging it, and you don't want to bury that hook. You can bury it in that little channel right there.
Right.
There's a little channel there. We lay your Texas rig hook in there.
Yeah, that's good and thick too. You can put that on
exactly.
the gator-like jig head.
That's exactly where Wayne, the gator-like jig head works perfect. If you're going to Texas rig it with big tungsten weight, punch grass down south, Okeechobee, whatever, or put it on the back of a jig, swim it. There's just, it's endless.
Jim,
what you can do with it.
I know you probably get this from a lot of your guide trips, but I have a lot of Bass and Bob members that they really have seen the results from flipping docks.
Right.
And so I'm guessing this bait is going to be really something that they could learn with this bait because it's nice and flat.
Exactly. It's flat. It's easy to flip. You Texas rig it or want a shaky head, you can flip underneath the docks.
Skip under those docks.
Skip, with it being flat like this, a little bit flatter, it'll skip real well. So it's gonna be a great addition, obviously, to our already great line.
Very versatile bait. Tell us about you guys. And
then we got a brand new jig. This jig we've been working on forever. Everybody knows Mark Weesey. He fishes everywhere. He's very successful everywhere. I met Mark.
He's done great on Lake of the Ozarks too.
On the Ozarks, Gunnersville, Truman, Table Rock, Kentucky. He's won championships and Anglers of the Year and all these. And Mark's just a fabulous fisherman. He's so detail oriented, and he's just one of them guys, And we've been working on this for a while. It's went back to the drawing board a couple times.
Yeah.
You know, and now we've got it out. Mark used it last weekend for the first time, and he had 2 pretty big bags in the Bass and Bob
That was in
tournament.
the Bass and Bob tournament.
The
He
Bass
had-
and Bob
he had giant
tournament.
bags. Yeah.
He called me on the way home, and he was excited.
Yeah.
He goes, we got it right.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a couple things on this I'll tell you about. It's kind of based on a football jig in a way, but it's got 2 different angles on it. One coming off of the line tie, and then one at the center cutting back.
And what's that going to do?
And basically what that does is, depending on how you're retrieving it, if you're dragging it slow, it'll have one angle. If you drag it and stop it, it'll
Wow.
it'll elevate, you know, in vertical.
Yeah.
You know, make your jig stand vertical, and then also for flipping, it'll help it lay and go flat.
Yeah.
You can see what we've done. We put a couple protruding eyes up on top of it, you know, and when you're working that bait slow and you stop it, ain't nobody can't tell me that. And you can ask Wayne.
Yeah.
When them bass come down there and they're looking at that thing and concentrating on it, and that thing moves again and comes alive with them eyes,
Yeah.
they attack it.
Yeah.
You know, obviously we've got a real heavy weed guard in this for our brush. Mark really likes a heavy weed guard. He likes to throw stuff right in the center of brush piles,
Right.
where them big ones live.
Yeah.
And so it's got a heavy weed guard, and then something else that's really special. It's incredible. We all have troubles with plastics. You know, you get them on there, and you catch a fish or 2, and they tear, and you're constantly readjusting them. This here weed guard, this wire weed guard on these, they come and they 45-degree back towards the head. There's 2 different placements of them. Once you push that plastic on there and press that down on the weed guard, it does not come out. Not the
Yeah.
weed guard, but the bait keeper. It will not come off unless you destroy that
Yeah.
plastic.
Yeah, you showed,
so it's
you
gonna
showed-
it's
you
gonna
showed me
keep
that
you.
with, you showed me that with a brush hog, and I'm
Yeah,
pulling
exactly.
on it.
Brush hogs,
That
you know,
wasn't
these
going
hollow
anywhere.
baits,
Yeah.
whether it be a biospawn, crawl, or like a net bait, packet chunk that's
Yeah.
hollow.
Yeah.
You know, brush hogs, you know, swamp bugs, whatever it is you put on here, and you squeeze it, it's done. It's not coming off until you tear it up. So it's gonna keep us from.
That looks like it's ready to catch some big
yeah,
fish.
absolutely. Then we got a real stout 5/0 Mustad ultra point hook.
Wow.
I mean, it's just laser. I mean, it's sharp. So you know,
What I like about one of the things you mentioned to me, Jim, is the weights that you're making this bait in. I mean, these are
Yeah.
really good weights for baits that you
Yep.
can use year round.
and this one's a 5/8. It's the first one to come out. Mark really likes the 5/8, but then he suggested we go with a 3/8 and a 7/8. So that's what we're going to do. So early spring or light, you know, more finesse jig with the 3/8, and then of course, you know, stroking jigs in Kentucky
Yeah.
or here on the Ozarks, wherever, the 7/8.
Yeah.
It's going to be great, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, I had it in Wayne's shop the other day. I always
Yeah.
like Wayne's input because
Yeah.
he's detail oriented too, and
Right.
he'll tell you the truth too about, you know, Wayne will tell you what he
Yeah.
thinks, and his thought on the hook and them eyes
Yeah.
and the weed guard stuff was great. So
Yeah.
you know,
I'm looking forward
the
to throwing
input,
that. When will that
from
be available now?
This will actually be available. I'm going to say within 2 weeks.
Okay.
We're working on the packaging.
So
we
we're
gotta
at the beginning of February right now,
February.
2017. So
the
middle of
name
February.
the name is going to be called the Gridiron Jig. So obviously
Nice.
that's you know, real strong
Football, good.
football. Another
Yeah.
name for football. Real strong name, and
Yeah, it's
you know,
strong.
it's going to be great. So you can look for this at a store near you real soon.
All right. And you also have some new colors on Swamp Bug. Is that
Yeah,
right?
that's right. We added a couple new colors. Cody Kelly, one of our pro staff, runs the tour. This is his second year on the tour. Great guy, but Kelly's like, the staple color is green pumpkin and red. You got to make it. So we went off kind of his suggestion, and we got this green pumpkin red. It's green pumpkin. It's a little bit subtle, but when that sun hits it in that water, it's amazing how that red shows up.
That's a great color on
And-
Lake of the Ozarks on a sunny day.
Absolutely, and if there's any color that really comes alive and makes a difference, it's red.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you a couple strands of red in a jig or whatever. So we added green pumpkin red to the swamp bug and also the ring crawl.
Great.
So yep.
Well, guys, Jim, thanks for
Yep, you bet.
sharing your new baits with us and the Bass and Bob members and beyond. You know, we'll put this out there so
Yep,
everybody
absolutely.
around the country can see your new baits and can congratulations
Yep.
on your continued success. And I know Mark Weesey. Many of you might know Mark Weesey. The guy is absolutely outstanding fisherman, and like Jim said, a lot of attention to detail, and that's why he does well. Not just with his baits, he designed this bait, but also with his fishing.
Yeah, and if you see Mark at a weigh-in, it don't matter where you're at. You go up and talk to Mark. Mark's going to talk to you. He'll give you the info you're looking for, or suggest you have any suggestion. He'll give you suggestions or input. You just go up and talk to Mark, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So thanks you guys for your support. Denise and I really appreciate it, and any input's always welcome.
All right, thank you very much, Jim. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks,